I mean, what I'm interested in is the other worlds that are out there.
Oh, yes.
What other worlds
they're,
are there?
yes.
Because I'm sure there's things like the internet and
Oh,
other things
right.
where places you can go to find.
Well, of course, you can't have any talk, any discussion on people getting together and finding romance without factoring in what we call online.
Yes.
Yes, online.
Yes.
There's years ago, most of the things that I've been speaking about were what we probably call offline.
Right.
Okay? But the internet has become such an indelible part of our lives, of our function, that it has shrunk the entire world. And you have lots of online dating sites and lots of online dating Christian sites. And a lot of people might be a little bit squirmish about this, Many Christians feel that it's desperation why you would put your profile online saying that you're looking for a man. But no, we've come a long way. Initially, it might have been that, but we've actually come a long way.
So should you be going to Christian dating websites to look for that person? Because of course there are a number of different sites out there, but there are particular ones that are for Christians.
Yes,
Yeah.
there are many Christian dating sites. Obviously, you would have people on there that are not Christians. You still have to do your due diligence. Even
Okay.
I'm not suggesting here, and get this. This is a caveat here. You do not go online to find a wife or a husband. You go online to make a connection. It all starts with a connection. You might have that end goal, but you still need to do your normal vets, your normal checks, your normal balance, your checks and balances. You have to do that.
Yes.
You just don't jump on a website and you see someone that you fancy, the two of you click and connect, and hallelujah.
There is the marriage.
You're married. You need to do even more checks now because
Yes.
the person, you can't observe the person. You're reliant on what the person puts on his or her profile. But not only dating sites, there are other Christian sites that you can join for free.
Yeah.
There are other, sites like Meetup. There are other forums.
Yeah.
I have a friend, and this is an interesting story. What he did, he actually set up an online prayer group from people all around the world.
Right.
Yeah. He was here in England. He was based in the UK. And he had people in the Philippines, he had people in China, he had people in America, he had people all over the place. And they set up this forum where they would pray at a certain time. And interestingly, he found someone that he liked in the Philippines.
Wow.
And he traveled all the way to the Philippines, and now they have a wonderful marriage with 3 lovely boys.
Very nice. So you've also got, you've got Facebook.
Yes, there's Facebook.
And there are Facebook groups that are Christian
social
groups.
media, yes.
Yeah,
Christian,
you have Twitter, you have, there are a number of
Google,
social media
Google
forums.
Hangouts,
Yes.
Google Plus.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're also, these are also what we call, they're places where you can meet people.
So apart from those places, let's just bring it back. If I don't want to go into social media, I don't want to widen my network through some of the pools that you've already mentioned. Is there a way that I can find someone who has similar interests to me? Or, for example, if I was looking for a musician or someone with a specialism, and I don't want to go to the places that you've already mentioned, could I just find that person in some way? What would you suggest?
Yes, I'll suggest many things. Obviously, there are also forums and groups online that you could join that has.
So if they're not online?
If they're not online, there are also groups offline that you could search and actually join. You brought up a very interesting point, and I touched briefly on it initially, that if you're looking for a person of a certain ilk, of a certain caliber, what you can do is to ask yourself, where would these people hang out? Right. Where would I find people who are spiritual? Yes. If you're a woman or a man, where would I find them? Just brainstorm. If you're looking for a person who is outdoor person, athletic person, into health, where would you find them? I guarantee you, $1 against a dog biscuit, there are lots of groups There are lots of clubs.
Yeah.
There are lots of places offline that you can go and find. This is a quick one. Just as I was coming here, I bounced into someone. We had a brief talk, and he said that he teach vegan cooking.
Okay.
And I am a vegan, and I am interested in vegan cooking. Obviously, my wife isn't listening to this, but if I wanted someone who would be into veganism like me, I would go to one of his classes.
Yes.
You know, that's the so
you hope your wife isn't listening.
Right. But also,
Okay.
you know, even outside your interests, if you let's stick with the thing of music, and I know you may not even be a musician, but you find places that teach music.
Yeah, because I'm into sport.
Yes.
I'm into health and fitness. I love running marathons. So, you know, I want to find someone who may be interested. They don't have to run a marathon.
No.
But someone who's interested in looking after themselves, being quite fit, eating healthy. You know, where would I find that kind of person?
Well, of course, there will be places that I'm just guessing now that would train
Yes.
people for marathon run.
Yeah.
There might be groups that come together and do marathon running. So why not go along and join up?
Okay.
The marathon is coming up, and I'm sure, I could almost guarantee it, that you could even look in the papers, the newspapers, and see maybe some group that is going to be...
Yeah, running clubs.
Running clubs, that's
Yes.
probably what they call
Yeah.
it. Just join running clubs. If you're into singing, join choirs. If you're into speaking and debating, join groups that teach this. You may not even have to be interested in those. If you're looking for... you know, athletic person, I toyed with this idea of suggesting that some of the places that have a lot of men would be football.
Oh, yeah.
Tons and tons.
Oh, I love football.
Well, yeah. So go along to those football areas, and I would actually join up what they call it, golf.
Okay.
Or fishing clubs.
Yeah.
You may not have any interest at all in any of these, but you go along and you never know. You never know.
So there you have it, ladies, a number of wells.
Yes.
Okay. So do we need to take more notice of the wells? Is it the problem that we know the wells are there? So I guess people have kept their notes now. Okay. So now you know where the wells are. What is the next action? Is that something that we need to talk about next?
Well,
Because
yes,
I think
we're going to talk. Well, obviously, now that I have tried to broaden, I give you a helicopter view of all these different possibilities, rather than you're sitting there twiddling your finger, or there are no good men left, or there are no good women left. There are tons of them. There are just as many fish in the sea as those that have been fished already. So just widen your scope.
those that have been caught.
Those have been caught.
So
yes.
I am really encouraged by the conversation. I know that now people who are listening and hearing you, viewing this conversation, have an idea of where to go next. Yeah. The question is, how do we continue to pursue and achieve what we want?
Right. So that is the £1 million question, the $1 million question. Once you now go to the well and you see someone that that somehow catches your eye, what you need to do, I suppose the question is, what and how do you pursue the person or get the person to pursue you?
Yes.
We will deal with that in the next episode.
I'm looking forward to that.
In the next part, we will actually be dealing with that.
Thank you,
To
Hilton.
pursue or be pursued, and how to go about doing that.
Fantastic.